there, my name's Iro, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing whether or not Skywars is still really hard for new players. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Let's get into it. I've made several videos in the past where I talked about the challenges of being a brand new player in Skywars. You basically start out with nothing. No kits, no perks, nothing. And this puts you at an extreme disadvantage against people who have been playing for longer than 2 weeks. The new Skywars update that came out over the summer, some things changed, and I wanted to reevaluate whether or not Skywars was still difficult for new players. To test out this theory, I bought a brand new account as a joke. Thermos Thomas.
What about Thermos Thomas? It's too weird. No, that's not it.
I'm gonna be playing some games. I'm gonna be going over what you get as a new Skywars player, and we're just gonna see, is it still hard or what? All right, so basically, when you start fresh in Skywars, you obviously have no stats. You get 15 coins and 10 souls and 1 loot chest. Now, the loot chests are pretty much useless for us because those can only give us cosmetic, but we do have 10 souls, so we can roll the soul well. And we got the disco kit in Insane, which is gonna give us a great start right away because I need kits. So in Skywars now, you don't actually get any kits right off the bat, but you now get 5 perks to start with. You basically get all 5 of these perks for free, which is basically the bare minimum that you need to win in Skywars. I got an achievement. Play a minigame. Nice. So obviously the disco kit's not exactly the greatest thing in Insane Skywars, but if I were to have gotten this in like normal mode, that would be huge. And we got my first kill on this account. Let's go. So basically the things that we all get for free now, we get Savior, we get Fat, we get Bulldozer, we get Juggernaut. Everyone has max Ender Mastery as well, which is going to be super helpful now that I have pearls in this game, because now I can just Ender Pearl and not have to worry about taking any damage. That was another point that I highlighted in that 100 games video. I talked about how I would literally pearl away on low HP and I would just die because I would take pearl damage, you know, not fun. Touch of Death, let's go. I'm just getting achievements left and right. This is awesome. And I won my first game of Skywars on a new account. Let's get into the next game. I've been pretty curious to see if any of this stuff had actually gotten fixed over the update. That was my main criticism of the update and just Skywars before it, was how difficult it was for newer players. I think that newer players getting introduced and wanting to play Skywars is very important to kind of keeping the game going. You know, like if you don't have new players coming into a game and they're not enjoying it or they don't find it easy to get into, you know, it's not going to be enjoyable and the game's not going to have any form of longevity. I'm going to go over how long it's going to take me to get to my first actual good kit as well, because the disco kit that I got is not obviously the greatest. Aw, I died. This is so sad. All right, I think the kit that I'm going to aim for is either Scout or Night kit, and that's going to cost me about 15,000 coins. And I got 1,000 coins from basically winning my first game of Skywars, so if I get maybe 15 wins, we'll see. Honestly, overall, I think it's really nice that Hypixel like actually kind of listened to our suggestions with this. I know I and a few others were very critical of the fact that like everybody should be getting at least some kind of perks for free, whether it's all perks or at least like level 1 perks, because before the update, every perk basically had like up to 5 levels for it. Now every perk is just 1 level, so you kind of just buy it and it's one and done. Uh-oh. You see, having perks like Juggernaut and Bulldozer literally just saved me right there. I would have died. At least giving us these basic 5 perks for free on a new account still gives you something to work for while still starting out with some footing. If you don't have anything in Skywars, it's going to be really difficult to kind of get on your feet. But at least starting out with arguably the 5 most important perks in the game, you don't get everything right away and you still have a reason to come back to play the game. See if we can get another win and maybe even level up to level 2. Aw. I did hit 2-star though. I lost the game, but I hit 2-star at the very least. And you get coins for leveling up, so maybe we'll get a kit faster than I thought. And also every 10 kills that you get, we're also gonna get enough to roll the soul well, so I'll try doing that in a minute as well. I think in my 100 games video, I mentioned a lot. I think it took me like maybe 60, 70 games before I was even able to unlock level 1 of Juggernaut, which gives me 2 seconds of regeneration on kill. So to get that by default and get the full 10 seconds of regeneration after a kill is massive. Honestly, the disco kit's not very useful to me, but it is giving me like full sets of armor every time, even if it's just like these crappy leather boots. Honestly, just by doing what I usually do in Skywars, it's been pretty easy. Granted, I do have some game sense from like, you know, my several years of playing Skywars, but even with this, like, I feel like these are still really winnable games for most newer players. So with that being said, if you're a newer player or inexperienced with Skywars, You should play Skywars. Pretty much all my complaints from being a new player are no longer here. They don't exist anymore. Everything has been great. So, play Skywars. I just got 3-star too. That's awesome. Let's go. I just got a bunch of perks and kits, but honestly, not bad. I think if I were to win like maybe 3 more games of Skywars, I'd be able to buy a new kit. But being able to buy a new kit and have like a great kit right off the bat within, I don't know, your first like 10 wins of Skywars, that's awesome. Honestly, shout out to Hypixel for actually putting a little bit of effort into aiming the game towards newer players. As a higher level player, I was very critical of the update just because it didn't really seem to do much for me, but if it can help newer players get into the game more, I'm completely for it. This pleases Thermos Thomas. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 4,000 before the end of the year, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Peace out.
Can I have a cheeseburger?
Thermos Thomas? I kind of like it.